Hello, readers and writers. I'm freelance fiction editor Miranda Darrow, here with my weekly video about writing, editing, and the writing life. This month, we're talking about mysteries, with a focus on locked room mysteries, the whodunits with a limited group of suspects, all trapped in a closed environment. All month, I'm shining a spotlight on the nooks and crannies of compelling mysteries, and this week, I'm giving writing tips, common themes and tropes, and general advice for authors who are writing specifically locked room mysteries, but this would apply for other mysteries too. Locked room mysteries are also known as impossible crimes, and they have long captivated readers with their intricate plots and confined settings. In recent years, the subgenre has experienced a resurgence, with contemporary authors and creators offering fresh takes on classic tropes. This video explores the common themes, settings, and tropes of locked room mysteries, provides some writing tips, and highlights notable examples from the past decade. To understand a locked room mystery, first, we need a crime. This occurs under seemingly impossible circumstances. The crime scene is sealed off, with no apparent means for the perpetrator to have entered or exited. This creates a puzzle that challenges the detective and the reader to uncover the truth. There are some common themes and tropes. The first is isolation and confinement. The setting is crucial in locked room mysteries. Characters are often trapped in isolated locations, such as islands, remote hotels, snowbound chalets. This physical confinement heightens the tension and limits the pool of suspects. The second common element is a finite cast of suspects. With characters confined to a specific location, the suspect list is also limited. This closed circle of suspects intensifies the mystery, as the perpetrator must be among them. And sometimes your biggest suspects are the next victim. So we also have red herrings and misdirection. This is common for all mysteries, but authors need to employ red herrings to mislead the readers and keep them guessing. False clues and deceptive character behaviors are common tools to maintain this suspense. And fourth, we need a brilliant detective. A central figure is often a detective, but sometimes an amateur sleuth who uses their keen observation and deductive reasoning to solve the mystery. Their intellect is pivotal in unraveling a seemingly impossible crime. Some writing tips for writing locked room mysteries. Plan the crime backwards. Start by determining the solution to the mystery, and then go backwards and lay out the clues and the misdirection. This ensures that you have a coherent and solvable puzzle. I have clients who are pantsers, who like to write mysteries, and we do more work afterwards. It's not impossible, but a lot of times it's just a whole lot simpler to start with the solution. The second tip is to create a detailed setting. The setting should be meticulously crafted with attention to elements like floor plans, access points, and environmental conditions. This detail adds realism and it aids in plotting the crime's logistics. Third, develop some complex character. Each character should have distinct motivations, secrets, and relationships. It's great if there's multiple people, multiple characters who could be good suspects. These complexities prove plausible motives and enrich the narrative. And a fourth tip is to balance fairness and surprise. Readers should have access to all of the necessary clues to solve the mysteries themselves. Otherwise, the readers will feel cheated if something comes out of thin air. However, the solution should still offer a satisfying surprise. So, notable examples. For a list of closed room mysteries, check out my video for next week where I'm going to give a list of book recommendations. So you'll need to tune in. I'm recommending two series of movies first in this video. The first movie that I'm recommending is Kenneth Branagh's remakes of the Agatha Christie closed room mysteries. Branagh plays Detective Hercule Poirot, a brilliant detective called in to solve unsolvable cases. One example is Murder on the Orient Express, where the suspects are all traveling on a train, and then in Death in the Nile, they're all aboard a ship. And in A Haunting in Venice, Poirot attended a seance in a fancy mansion in Venice, and there's a blackout and, of course, a murder. I love these. I enjoy Kenneth Branagh's wild mustache. I remember watching Branagh when I was in college, and some of my fellow English majors in our Shakespeare class would gather every week in the college theater to watch movie adaptations of the Shakespeare plays that we were reading that week. If we were lucky, there was a recent adaptation that was usually Kenneth Branagh, but sometimes it was Keanu Reeves or somebody else. If we weren't lucky, we ended up watching old productions starring Laurence Olivier that didn't have hardly any setting or costume changes. It was pretty much just production recorded on camera. The second series I'm going to recommend is the Knives Out series of mystery movies on Netflix. These star Daniel Craig as the detective and an all-star cast of suspects. Both the original Knives Out movie from 2019 with family members gathered at Grandpa's estate when he turns up dead, and then the 2022 sequel, Glass Onion, a Knives Out mystery, which also starred Daniel Craig with a new all-star cast, this time gathered on a lush resort tropical island when the murders start happening. So, Locked Room Mysteries continue to enthrall audiences with their blend of suspense, intricate plotting, and psychological depth. By understanding the genre's conventions and employing thoughtful storytelling techniques, writers can craft compelling narratives that challenge and delight readers. Tune in to this YouTube channel next week when I'll give my list of book recommendations featuring recent Locked Room Mysteries. This list is an eclectic mix of stories, some of them comedic and light, some of them darker. We've got age category from adult to YA. If you happen to write mysteries and whodunits, this is a great source of inspiration for your work in progress or potential comp titles. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share. I post new content every week. This is Miranda Darrow, freelance fiction editor, wishing you happy writing.